everyone, and welcome to the As I Amber podcast. I'm Amber, and I love to talk about music, travel, society, and pop culture. On today's episode, we're going to talk about the 2023 Grammy Awards. Now, last time I gave you all my 2023 Grammy Award predictions, and now we're going to talk about the actual show that happened last night. It was held in Los Angeles and was hosted by comedian and author Trevor Noah. I thought the award show was just too long, but hey, it is what it is. But Beyonce came there. She was there, but she came a little late. She won an award, but The Dream and Nile Rodgers, they accepted the award on her behalf, but they bleeped out whatever The Dream said about her being late. But hey, Beyonce was there. She also made history because she is one of the first artists to win the most Grammys. She has 32 Grammys, so she made history during Black History Month, which is amazing. However, I was kind of shocked to see that Harry Styles won Album of the Year. Now, I listen to different genres of music and all this, but I thought that Album of the Year should have gone to Beyonce or Bad Bunny. If we're looking at sales, if we're looking at pop culture influence, every demographic is not checking for Harry Styles like they are with Bad Bunny and Beyonce. And it is what it is. I didn't like that. I'm not saying he's not talented, but it's not giving. I can't name 2 Harry Styles songs. I'm sorry, I can't. Maybe I should diversify my portfolio, but I feel as if I listen to different genres of music, but I don't see different cultures and different people listening to his music like Bad Bunny and Beyonce fans do. Anyhow, Lizzo won Record of the Year, and she actually thanked Beyonce in her speech. She was talking about how in the 5th grade, her sister checked her out of school and they went to see Beyonce perform, and just how Beyonce changed her life, especially for us millennials, because we've grown up with Beyonce since we were in elementary and middle school and high school and college and adulthood. So it means it hits different for people who grew up with Beyonce. Viola Davis is now an EGOT. So what does that mean? An EGOT stands for Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. She's won all 4 of them, so she's made history. I think the only other person that may be an EGOT is Whoopi Goldberg. I may be wrong, but I have to check into that. But that's an extreme honor because you're being awarded for your acting, your ability to narrate, because she was nominated for a Grammy for her audiobook, Finding Me or something like that. I gotta make sure I get the name right. But she won for her biography for being the narrator for that. So that's pretty cool. Congratulations to Miss Viola Davis. This year marks the 50th year for hip hop. So Queen Latifah, Big Boy from Outkast, Run DMC, Salt and Pepper, a lot of the people that have paved the way for current hip hop artists, they did like a medley of their songs. Now, my cable was going in and out when this was showing, so I didn't really get to see everyone, but I do know that LL Cool J said before the tribute that they're going to have a more thorough representation later on this year. So I know they couldn't represent all 7,500 people who have been contributors to hip hop, but the ones they did have, it was interesting because I saw Lil Baby and Glorilla, and not to shade or knock them, and I saw Lil Uzi Vert, but I was like, okay, so how are you gonna honor hip hop, but y'all kind of skipped over the 2010s hip hop? Like, where was Wayne? Where was Diddy? Where was Future? Where was Drake? Like, where are the people that, won Grammys or got nominated for Grammys in those categories? I didn't really see them there. I don't know if their schedules didn't permit them. I don't know if they were asked, but it was interesting to me. DJ Khaled ended the show with his performance of God Did. God Did. The way his affirmations, and he's always so positive and extra, but the performance was cool because you had Lil Wayne, John Legend, Rick Ross, and Jay-Z, and they were kind of seated at this Last Supper. When you think about the 23rd song, he prepares the table before me in the presence of my enemies, and that's what I got the vibe, because they're just in this luxury opulent dinner and rapping their verses, and it was pretty cool. Samira Joy. She's a jazz singer. She won for Best New Artist. And I thought it was pretty cool because that genre of music is sometimes forgotten about, but she stayed true to herself, and I really like her voice. It's really pretty. Song of the Year went to legendary writer, singer, Miss Bonnie Raitt. Now look, I like Bonnie Raitt. Google her. She's written some of your favorite songs. One of the songs she's written was I Can't Make You Love Me. A lot of artists have sampled it or covered it themselves, but she's the person that wrote it originally or performed it originally. But I don't think she should have won for Song of the Year. I didn't even know she came out with a song this year. Like, come on now. Come on, Grammys. Like, y'all need to stop playing in our faces, because I'm just trying to figure out who is doing the nominating, who is picking the winner. Because at this point, I see why other award shows exist to represent and praise other artists. Another thing I want to talk about is the R&B category. So Chris Brown had a little hissy fit on his Instagram because he didn't win. He lost to Mr. Robert Glasper. So if you don't know who Robert Glasper is, I need for you to start listening to some other genres. Robert Glasper is a black jazz pianist. He's written and produced some of your favorites with your favorite artists like Brandy, like Jasmine Sullivan, like so many different artists. His Black Radio 3 album is pretty great. I like that kind of music, so I was excited for Mr. Robert Glasper. In other news, Kendrick Lamar won for Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers for Best Rap Album, and I thought he was very deserving of that. You know, he came in with his LA gear on, with his I think it was a LA hat, Dodgers hat, I'm not sure, but he was representing for the West Coast. So congratulations to Mr. Kendrick Lamar. In other news, Mary J. Blige performed last night. I don't really care for the song Good Morning Gorgeous. I personally feel like that particular album has better songs, such as Need Love featuring Usher. That's a single that should be pushed and promoted. I don't know what's going on, why it's not being promoted, but it's one of the better songs on the album, and I thought that should have been performed. I still like you, Mary J. I think she needs to get her own like shoe and boots line, because her thigh-high boots and everything is just on point. Her styling, everything is great, and I just feel like she should capitalize and monetize on her style like that. So that was pretty much the Grammys. Certain performances, I kind of took a bathroom break or started washing dishes and came back and watched the rest. I know Sam Smith had a very demonic performance in my opinion, but hey, it is what it is. The name of the song is Unholy, so I wasn't expecting angels to appear, but I was like, this is real Halloween, very dark, but it is what it is. In other news, I just think that the Grammys has to diversify their academy, because it's at this point it's getting to be annoying when you see certain people nominated and not winning certain categories. And I know they can't televise every single award, but it would be nice if they showed more love to R&B and contemporary Christian and like put certain performances, you know, live, because people want to see that. I don't want to listen to something boring, or it's just interesting. The sound was off to me. At first I thought it was my TV, but it was not. Mr. Stevie Wonder and performed phenomenally with Chris Stapleton. He sings Tennessee Whiskey, I think, but they performed a medley of Motown songs, and it was 4 little black boys, and they happened to be Wanya from Boys to Men's sons, and they were singing background with Mr. Stevie Wonder, so I thought that was pretty cool. You know, Mr. Stevie Wonder can do no wrong to me. He is a legend, a musical genius, and he deserves respect. And I thought that his performance was amazing. I just wish the sound was better, because I thought the sound was off in that building. Other than that, nothing else really stood out to me. Once again, the award show is way too long. They got to start thinking about the viewers and all of that, but it's about money, because it is what it is. That's the industry they're in. But I really wish that Beyonce would have won Album of the Year. I thought she was deserving considering the other people that were in the category with her. Yeah, those are my 2 cents on the Grammys. So if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, get at me. Did you watch the Grammys? Did you have a favorite part, or did you not even watch it all? Let me know at As I Amber. Thank you for listening. Good night or good morning. Bye.